cloud. Yep. All right, so that being said, before we get into the good stuff, my name's Haresh, aka Sniper Edge, and we got Christopher Germond, Real Binary Master on the call. Today, educational session. I'm gonna go over with you guys. We're gonna get a little more technical. I'm gonna show you guys how to get entry point and how to practice patience and discipline. But remember, I'm gonna put this out there. Past profit do not guarantee future result. I might call an entry, and you guys might want to take them, and so forth. Remember, what I see, you might not see, and what you see, I might not see. All right, so just want to put that out there. All right, now remember, when I start my session, as usual, I would like to know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know how your Monday is going. All right. Let me know those kind of things that you guys they remember. You always have to give yourself. You always have to be thankful. You always have to be grateful. Thankful for everything that's around you. All right. Grateful for everything that's been presented to you. Okay. Either in, we all have something that's called we have a life. All right. It's reality. We have kids. We have work. We have other things that we need to do. Okay, but we all have that same 24-hour in a day. How we go ahead and we utilize it is what really matters. Okay, is what really matters. And of course, we all want to, use trading to replace our jobs. All right, makes sense? We all want to use that. But like I said, nothing is wrong with a job. Working a job, nothing is wrong with a job whatsoever. So never, disfigure a job because your job should be a source of income that would help you to get to that next level. Okay, you're using your job, you go to work, let's say you work 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 10 hours a day, whatever the case is. All right, you use that until you could master this and you could use it to say, okay, let's say for instance, I'm making, $10 for the day. All right, just an example, guys. All right, I'm making $10 for the day. Now, if I could master a skill as to where I could reap that benefit out of the market, then that will help me. All right, and then eventually I will able to find that time. Some of us use trading. We want to use trading to spend more time with our family, spend more time with our kids. Do more things that we can. And unfortunately, we can't because we have a job and we got to go to work and we got to do X, Y, and Z and whatnot. All right, so find what pushes you. All right, I won't say motivate. Find what pushes you throughout the day. All right, find what pushes you. Find what give you that extra strength. All right, because what I find, like I could tell you guys what worked for me, it might not work for you. You have to find it that works for you. All right, read, a YouTube is there that you guys can utilize. You guys can read books. I give you guys quite a few books to read and so forth. All right, so motivation, find your motivation. All right, for me, like I said, it's a bag of BS. Now you could be motivated now, and 2 minutes after, 1 minute after, you lose it. All right, find something that works for you. All right, see, we got Scotland, Belgium, Holland, UK, India in the house. What's up, everybody? Today's session.
Just be inspired, guys. Don't be motivated. Be inspired.
Yeah. Be, aspire to inspire. Show people what's out there. All right, show. Don't do it because you're chasing clout. Are you chasing, you want all that focus to be on you. Don't do it for that. Do it for you. All right, and then whatever you're chasing is gonna come. Everything is gonna fall into place. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. So find whatever pushes you on a daily basis. All right. Now, also, it comes down to discipline. All right. How disciplined are we when it comes to trading? How disciplined are we when it comes to go to the gym? How disciplined are we when it comes to our health, our diet? All right. If you use that same context when it comes to trading, you will be in a good space. All right. You will be in a good space. Nothing is going to stop you from achieving what you want. The only thing that's going to stop you to achieve what you want is yourself. All right, be your own person that pushes you on a daily basis. Okay, today you had a phenomenal day. Tomorrow, push yourself another 1%. Push yourself another 2%. And I'm not talking about trading. I'm talking about overall. One thing that when I used to go to the gym before COVID, when I used to do my cardio, every day I will push myself 5 more minutes to what I was doing. 5 more minutes. If I was running, if I was doing the stair climber, if I was on the elliptical, or so forth, or if I was in the sauna. Every day I give myself 5 more minutes. And then boom, it becomes a habit. All right. And I start doing it on a consistent basis. I push myself to that next level because that helps you because you have to think about trading like this. Okay. Trading is baby steps. All right. When a kid first come into this world, they don't know anything. They give birth, they're here. Then eventually, before they start walking, they have to go through a step. They crawl, okay? Push themselves out, they fall onto the ground. They pick themselves up again, they fall back to the ground. Then eventually they start walking. Start holding on to things and start walking little by little by little, and then boom, eventually they got it by themselves. So you have to look at everything as baby step. All right, and then come back to discipline. It it goes a far way. How disciplined are you? Are you a person where you in the trading perspective, are you that person that say, you know what, I'm gonna trade, 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 and I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. All right, you have to set these things for yourself. All right, you have to know how disciplined are you. All right, and then as for the trading aspect, you know what your percentage is going to be for the day. You know what your goals are for the day. Okay, you meet your goal. All right, I'm going up. I'm doing 5% today. All right, for today's session, we went 2-on-1. We might be up a few percent, but it's a session. It doesn't make sense to stay in the market because if the market is not doing, if your eyes is not seeing what your analysis is saying X, Y, or Z, then it's no point in trading. Okay. Now, thirdly, you have to have rules. All right. What are your rules that you follow? All right. What session do you trade? Do you trade New York? Do you trade Asian? Do you trade London? Fine. That session that works for you. But but you also have to find a study time. All right. You have to understand. Remember, the market speaks to you in a language. All right. We are here to interpret what that is. We are to understand the movement that is doing. Just like everything else. For us to learn a new language, it takes time. The market will take time. All right, it will take time for you to understand what's going on. And like I said, everyone want to be profitable. Everyone want to become a six-figure trader. Nobody want to put in a six-figure work. Now, if you don't put in that six-figure work, how are you going to become a six-figure trader or a five-figure trader? Forget about the six-figure. Get to three-figure first, then get to four figures, then get to five figures. It's step by step by step. All right, so you have to have a set of rules. All right, and for those of you on this call, what I want you guys to do for next Monday, I want you guys to create your rules. All right, and next Monday, I want you guys to share it. All right, I want you guys to share it with the whole with everyone that's on the call. Create a set of rules. All right, and if you don't want to share it, that is perfectly fine. You have to have a set of rules that you follow. Don't overtrade. All right, what session am I trading? What time am I studying? Okay, now with those rules, you're gonna have to have goals. All right, just like Denzel said, you have to have goals. You have a long-term goal. All right, let's say by December 31st, you're looking to become a five-figure trader. All right, nothing is wrong with that. Write that on your whiteboard. Have it where you can see it every morning, where you can see it and it pushes you. I notice I'm not using the word motivation. Okay, now I'm not using the word that motivates you. It pushes you. Okay, you see it every day. Now within that long-term goal, you have a bunch of short-term goals in between. You have that December 31st goal, then that monthly goal, then that weekly goal, then that daily goal. That includes, are you reading? Are you back testing? Are you studying? Are you picking people's brains? Are you asking questions? Remember, closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't know something, you ask. Some of us let pride get in the way, and we don't want to ask because we felt like we know it all, and then asking a person for their help, you feel that okay, you're not at a level. All right. Every day I do a session with you guys. Every time I do an education session with myself, and I learn so much from Chris itself. When I get into this trading space, I learn so much from Chris, and I don't I can't say if he did the same towards me. Only he knows that. All right. Now you always have to be a student to this game. All right. You always have to be a student. There is so much information in this market that you could observe. All right, there is so much, so much, so much information that you could observe. Every single day you learn something new. Every single day you learn something new. It defines your trading strategy. All right, so have your long-term goal, have your short-term goal, and then have your short-term goal within that. Your long-term divided into monthly, weekly, and daily. All right, we're talking in the trading perspective. We're going for, let's say on a daily basis or a sessionally basis, we're going for 3%. Now think about it like this, right? We have one session on Monday, which is the noon session. We got three session on Tuesday. We have three session on Thursday, Wednesday, and three session on Thursday. So that's what, nine? That's 10 session. All right, that's 10 sessions weekly. If you were to do 3% per session times 10, that's a 30% growth. Now, let's use losses. All right, let's say we take a 10% loss. You're still up 20% for that week. Now, tell me, where are you going to find 20%? All right, where are you going to do that? You put the work in, you understand what the market is saying, you understand what is being shown to you. All right, you understand all of the little knickknacks that's being shown to you. All right, so having short-term goal, long-term goal is going to take you far, far, far away. All right, far, very far. All right, some of us might understand it, some of us might don't. And as you know, the compound interest is one of the eight wonders of the world. You learn it, guess what? You could put unlimited amount of money if the money you're chasing. But like I always say, you never chase the money, you chase the skill. The skill is what is going to set you free. All right, the skill. And guess what? You do it for you, then you start showing other people what it's going to do. Can helping a person learn a skill is better than dollar sign, because you know why I said that? The dollar will come, but your focus is not on the dollar sign. Your focus is on impacting a person's life. A lot of us and a lot of people out there, I won't say us, a lot of people out there does it for money. All right, a lot of people does it, there is a price for everything. And nothing is wrong with that, because when something is being given out for free, there is not a lot of value towards it. But when you know that, okay, you have to pay a small price for it or whatever the case is, you value it more. Unfortunately, that's how the human race works. When it's free, you don't value it. When you pay, then you find a little value. Some of us don't even find no value at all, even though we're paying. Plain and simple. All right, so that's that. And I'm gonna get on here. Now, for some of you guys that want, for some newbies, do we have any newbies in the house? If you have any newbies, y'all drop a one in the comment section. Drop a one, drop a one, drop a one. Don't worry, I'm gonna go over trading view next week. I'm gonna go over the broker next week with you guys. All right, today I would just want to focus on a little on understanding the market point. All right, so we have a lot of newbies in the house. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. I want to show you guys the power of compounding. All right, I want to show you guys the power of compounding. Now, let's do July 1st, okay? July 1st is on a Friday. This is going to be a slow week, obviously. We got July 4th weekend here in the US, so it's a major holiday. So there's not going to be a lot of movement in the market, okay? So let's calculate that. Now, this is our initial investment that we got here, right? 200 bucks. We're doing 3% a day for 250 trading days. All right? 200 and, let me get it for you. Let's see if I could get it for a yearly basis. Let's do 61. All right, there we go. All right, 261 trading days, 3% with a 3% growth on a $300 account. All right, guys, remember, I'm not telling you guys this is going to happen. This is how, based on your discipline, on your consistency, your rules that you follow. There's a lot of stuff. But once you understand, okay, what compounding is, it helps you become disciplined, okay? It helps you become focused, and it helps you to understand. And it helps you to understand, okay, you have a more broader understanding as to what you're doing. All right. Now, let's say we start this on July 1st. All right, July 1st. This is where RFX is gonna be live. All right, this is where you guys gonna get more, education. This is where you guys gonna get more videos to go back and watch that. So there's a lot of great stuff that's gonna be coming. All right, now our first day, all we gotta make is 9%. We're going $9. Okay, we're going for 3%, which is $9, and then the second day is 3% of your ending balance. All right, now you look at it. The first 30 days, it might not seem a lot. The first 30 days, you took a $300 account to $728. Now, here's a good thing that happened to this. You double your capital, okay? And you double your investment. You could withdraw that investment that you did, and you still have $428.15 to play around with the market, to trade. All right, that's the first 30 days. It might not seem a lot for some of us, and some of us it is a lot. All right, depends on where you're located, what's the currency value, and those kind of things. Now, on the 60 days, that $300 turned into 1767. All right, 17 from 3 to 7 to 17. Okay, 3 to 7 to 17. Let's go to 90, day 90. Boom. That 3 turned to 42.89. Okay, I think you guys have the general idea. And then once you get to 120, you look at it, boom. It goes to 10.4. Guys, here, this is a 5-figure trader. Just by you following a simple Simple, simple, simple rule. Compound. Take the trades that myself and Chris is being shared. All right, you guys are showing up to the session. You guys are learning something. Apply that. All right. Don't be greedy. Greed is gonna put you in places you never thought you would be, and that's on the negative side. All right, that's on the negative side. All right. Now, if you guys want this, I'll share this with y'all. If you guys use it, that is entirely up to you. If you guys don't use it, that is entirely up to you. Okay. Now, before we get into the market, myself and Chris, we always go over. All right, we always get on there. We always kind of look and have a general idea as to what the currency is, what's the power of the currency is going to be like. All right, now as we can see, the euro is stronger. The euro is the strongest pair of them all. We don't trade DKK or NOK, so that's out of the list. Okay, we got the euro is stronger than the rest. So for those of you that happened last week, when we have the first pair is stronger, let's say we are looking at Euro AUD. When the first pair is stronger than the second pair, what is our general bias of the market? What are we looking for? Are we looking for buys? Are we looking for sells? Are we neutral? What are we looking for? Boom, boom, boom. Come on, somebody, 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 somebody. It gotta be somebody there, guys. We're looking for buys. We're looking for buys. There we go. Awesome, awesome. Yep, we definitely, yeah, we are looking for buys in the market. We're looking for buys in the market. All right. So we buy Euro, EUR GBP. We're looking for buys. Euro USD. It could go either way. All right, because we have 3 and we have 5. It could be a buyer's market, or it could, if it doesn't break that high, it could be a seller's market. Euro AUD definitely buys. Euro JPY definitely buys. Now, when the second pair, let's say we're looking at AUD USD, with Australian being the first pair and the US dollar being the second pair, what are we looking for in this context? What are we looking for? Because I'm not gonna rush it, guys. I'm gonna take my time with y'all. What are we looking? We're looking for sells, right? Yes. AJ, yeah, we are definitely looking for sells because the dollar is stronger than the odd. Okay, and let's go back and let's look at it right now. What are we looking for? You see, boom, the market came up here where we was looking earlier, and it dropped. It came back up, it broke that imbalance, it retested, and look at that. Took the high out, came back within an imbalance here again, and now it's reversing to the upside. So again, when the first pair, if you guys want to take notes of it, you guys can. When the first pair is stronger than the second pair, we're looking for buys, meaning that we're looking for the market to go to the upside. And when the second pair is stronger than when the second pair is stronger than the first pair, we're looking for sells, meaning that we're looking for the market to go to the downside. All right, so if you guys want to use this also, you guys can. If you guys don't want to, like I said, that is entirely up to you. All right, I dropped that in the comment section there for you guys. And then, of course, we love to check what's, no, I didn't mean to send that there, guys. We love to check fundamentals. All right, we like to understand what we have going on in the market. All right, we have this morning we had the U.S. news at 8:30. We got orange folder. We got some Euro news that's coming out, but it's nothing major. Then at 2 a.m. at 4 a.m. we got Euro news for tomorrow, and then we got G7 meetings. So we should expect the market. We shouldn't expect a lot of crazy movements unless there's crazy news. And then we got a dollar news at we got a red folder at 10:30 a.m. So I expect some volatility within the dollar. We got a red and we got an orange. Then we got NZD all day tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you got Euro news all day Euro news. You got all day that's going on. Wednesday look like it's going to be a busy day. We got OPEC. All right, if for some of you guys, OPEC meetings and FOMC, the market moves. All right, the market really, really moves. So we got USD, we got Euro, we got GBP. We got Powell is speaking at 9 a.m. On Wednesday. So expect a lot of movements within the market. All right, and then fast forward, the rest of the week look like it's gonna. Thursday doesn't look, anything crazy. You got OPEC meeting again. You have Canadian, you got a dollar. And then on Friday looked pretty calm so far. 10 a.m. we have U.S. news again. We got red folders. So the week so far, Wednesday looked pretty interesting though. So for some of you guys, if you guys want to use this, you guys can. All right, you guys could use this also. And there's another one that I use. It's called investing.com. If you guys want to use investing.com, you guys can to cross-reference whatever the case is. All right, and not only on the binary side, you guys could use this for the Forex side. Now here you got a more in-depth news release that's happening. You got a more in-depth. You could go on, you could scroll over. It will tell you that, okay, this is going to be high volatility expected. 1 star, low volatility, and so forth. Make sense? I'm gonna drop this here for y'all also. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get this here. Let's get this right here. All right, so I got that there. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Now, we took some trades earlier. It didn't hit our entry. All right, it did not hit our entry area where we wanted to. We didn't get in. But let's look at a new pair. I'm gonna look at a new pair. Okay. Um. Now we got here. This is EURJPY. Okay. For the newbies, do we know what is a support? Do we know what is a resistance? Do we know what is a trend line? SRT. Do we know what SRT is? Guys, it's okay. Do we know? Okay, so Henry know what support resistance trend line is. So everyone knows the basic. All right, everyone knows the basic, which is good. Which is good, good, good. Everyone knows the basic. Is there anyone that doesn't know what a support is, what is a trend line, what is a resistance, and those kind of things? Nope, completely newbie. All right, so I'll break it down for you. All right, so a resistance, ceiling. All right, resistance is a ceiling. On top, support, floor. In the bottom. Okay, resistance, ceiling, support, floor. All right, now this is what a resistance look like right here, and a support is under the resistance. Okay, support is under the resistance. Let's type it in here. You got support there, a little big, and we have resistance here. Okay, that's our resistance we got there. We got our resistance there. We got our support. Now a trend formation, when it's on the upside, okay, you have a low being created. You got a market push up. Boom, 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 boom. All right. This is where your trend begins right there. Wow. How do we know that it's how we know it's an uptrend? The market give you a low. It give you a high. Okay. It give you a higher low. It give you a higher high. Give you a higher low. Give you a higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Then we know that okay, we are looking for buys at this market because it's taken out the previous highs. All right, the previous highs is being taken out. I think Chris covered this last Friday, if I'm not wrong. I think he did. Boom. So we know that okay, we're looking for pullbacks, buy, confirmation, along with other indicators that we use, or other price action, and so forth. As you guys notice, the only indicators that I use sometimes is the Bollinger Band, and so at times I use the RSI. Okay, so once again, a resistance is to the upside, a support is the bottom. All right, you can see something like this happen where you might see myself and Chris say, okay, we're looking for a sell at a resistance, we're looking for a buy at the support. Okay, a sell, buy. For some of us that understand the basics, if there's a break of the resistance, we're looking for a retest of the same area it broke out of. Market push down, then we have it push back up, retest, and go back up. It doesn't happen like this most of the time. Okay, so this is very risky. And same thing for a support. If the market break, come, retest the support, push back up, break through, we're looking for a retest of the support and then bring it back to the upside. All right, because it took the low out, it came back, looking for the retest, and then we get a drop to the downside. All right, now marking up our charts. Since we got a lot of newbies here, all right, this is how I personally would mark my chart. All right, I established my daily highs. This is my resistance here. Okay, and I establish my lows. Also, what I like to do, I like to establish the daily low. All right, we established the daily low. Overall, on this pair, we have an uptrend. Okay, we got a low, we got a higher high, got a higher low, higher high, higher low. It didn't break this high. So if this high wasn't broken, I'm not looking for buys. All right, this high was never taken out. Market came back down. And if you guys look, right? If you guys look, every previous area, this high here, it created a low. It pushed up. Once this high was taken out here, let me zoom in a little. Okay? Once this high here, once this high is taken out, you're looking for a retest. It did took it out here. That was that retest there. It went up, and remember, guys, this is fractal, so it happened on any time frame. It doesn't matter what time frame it is. Okay, we get that push there. Boom, it created a high. It took this out here, created a high, create a higher high. Okay, higher low, higher high, higher low. Market came back here. If you notice, where did it react off of? All right, somebody drop it in the comment section. Where did the market react off of? Off of what area? Where did the market react it off of? I'm not going to use the term order blocks or imbalances within this session. I'm just going to keep it strictly support, resistance, and trend line. All right, I'm going to get more into more technical. Myself and Chris is going to get more technical once RFX is up live and running. You guys would understand more that okay, why did the market reacted at a certain area? Why did the market, why I don't see a support, I don't see a resistance, but I see the market reacted either drop or we move to the upside. All right, so we got some support, but yep, because not only a support, we have a previous low, a previous high that was taken out. All right, market came back, and we said, but I'm glad our previous resistance turned support. Correct, Henry. Our previous resistance turned support now. So we see that push to the upside. Market came back. Now we got two confirmation here. All right, can someone tell me what confirmation we have here? We have the previous support previous resistance turn support it reacted off of. That's one. What's the second confirmation? What is the second confirmation we have here, guys? Anyone? It's right here. All right, our second confirmation was the trend line. Yeah, Mario, there we go. It reacted off of the trend line. All right, it reacted off of the trend line. So on the binary side, we are looking at a lower time frame. Here we reacted at 123. It came down to 687. So within that, okay, on a daily time frame, that's about a 50 pip move. All right, but remember, like I said, I'm using this is factual, so it could be on any time frame. All right, it reacted off the trend line. So we got that push. Now we got that push to the upside. Boom. We had this high was taken out. All right, this high. You could either do the wick or you could do the body, either or. All right, you could do the wick, but I like to do the wick because I feel like it's more precise, if that makes sense. All right, so this is the high. This high now, this higher high was taken out by this candle here. You see how we got that break right there? You see how it broke it? It broke it nice. It broke the high. That was the retest. The retest was right there. It created a higher high. Now it rejected. All right, the market rejected here and it dropped back to the downside. It came back to this previous high that was taken out. It came down to as low as this high here. Okay, this high here. And like I said, I don't want to call, I'm not going to use the term imbalances for you guys. I'm not going to use the term order blocks because I felt like you guys should, once you guys understand more the basic of support, resistance, and trend line, you guys will be able to understand the market more, if that makes sense. All right, so we got a push here. We got a rejection here. We saw the market push down, test back these lows, and it pushed back right up because it broke out from the previous resistance and support, both areas. It rejected it and it pushed right back up. So we're going to go to our left now on our daily chart and we say, okay, what are we looking for here? Oh, okay. So we see the market reacted off of that area. Let's go right here. All right, and now this is where, when you guys understand the more technical side, all right, as to the more of the market terminology, we have areas here. Why did the market reacted here? Why did the market reacted here? We have a gap. All right, but I'm not gonna confuse you guys. We got a gap here and we got a gap here. All right, we know that, okay, we might see a potential area of rejection based off of what we're looking for in the market. All right, so now here, back to what I was saying, we had this high that was created here. All right, we have this high that was created, which is now a new resistance. It pushed back down, rejected the support area. It came close to the trend line. It didn't, a few. Let's see, that's 800, 884. Yeah, that would have probably been about a 60 pip drop. All right, it came, it pushed back up. But if you notice, where did this candle reacted off of? Where did this candle here reacted off of? This candle right here. Where did we get a reaction out of? Where? Previous high was on June 20, was on June 8th. Okay, June 8th, we had a reaction, we had a high created. Where did this candle reject off of? Did it reject because, there wasn't enough money pouring in the market, there wasn't, a lot of traders, whatever. Why did it react? Remember, the market leave clues. All right, the market leave clues for you. The market leave clues, our job is to identify them. Our job is to understand why did it reject it. Because somebody tell me why this candle closes below and we got a bearish candle to the downside. Obviously, John got a resistance. Anyone else? Resistance, resistance, resistance. I love it. See, guys, simplicity over trading is going to take you forward. Okay. Now, yes, it did react. We had a rejection here off of the previous high that it created. The previous high came up, it touched it, and it dropped. All right. Now, if we were to go down on the 1 minute time frame, I'm gonna mark that up there. Now let's go down to 1 minute. Let's see if it. Yeah, I gotta go back quite a few. On a 1 minute, it will. I don't even think it's gonna take me that far. Yep, right here. It did actually. So let's go back on a 1 minute. That is why it's so monumental for you to mark your chart up on every time frame. Every time frame. Try to get it in so that you guys can see what exactly I'm talking about. So here on the daily, it did show that it came up this high, right? But that high didn't happen because we had so much move. Get on 5. My chart. Yeah, so small. Let's get back. I'm gonna get back on the daily, guys. So yeah. So here, it might not happen exact. You see that wick that created, right? Oh no. Delete that. Let's delete this out of the way. All right. So if you zoom in, it didn't really came up to that high, but obviously we had it like this, so it showed it rejected. It didn't came up to this high. Where did it came up to? It came up to the previous high. That is why. You see that? It came up to the previous high. It pushed up right in between. Okay. Right. I don't even know if it touched it once again. But you guys get the idea, right? You guys get it. So it rejected. Okay. It rejected and it dropped to the downside. Okay, it rejected and it dropped straight onto the downside. All right, so we know now we know what a resistance is, we know what a support is, we know what a trend line is. All right, we know what a SRT, support, resistance, trend line. So let's get that out of there. Let's go down to the 5 minute chart. Let's make this a little bigger. So now we're looking at our Jappy. Okay, our Jappy. We go back. We look at our currency strength. We say, okay, let's see what we have happening here in currency strength. We're looking for. We got Australian and the Japanese yen. Is both of them is on the weak side. All right, both of them is on the weak side. Okay, both of them is on the weak side. I have something that I use to call currency strength, so I like to cross reference. The Australian is 343. The Japanese yen is 157. All right, so EJ I'm looking at. My bad, my bad. Okay, the euro versus the Japanese yen is gonna be we're looking for buys. All right, we're looking for buys. All right, so we get our 5 minute. We establish our highs, which is right there. Okay. We establish our high and we establish our breakout area, which was this high was taken out. If you guys notice, okay, what just happened? My screen just went. Okay. All right. Now look at this. We're going to replay this right here. All right. This is our previous high. Okay. Our previous high was, this is our high could be here, but this is the high that we wanted to break. Right? Even though we could use this high too. The wick, we could use either one. All right. We got our low, which is here. This is our low right here. Boom. Okay. Now let's play it. Let's see what we got there. Boom, boom. See that? We did have a rejection off of this high here. We did have a rejection. There's something else that I see here, but I'm not gonna overwhelm you guys. I'm gonna keep it strictly support resistance trend line. Let's go to 1 minute, a 3 minute trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would have been iffy. All right, you probably would take a lesson there. You say, okay, you know what? All right, I'm not done, but this is my target. I'm targeting this high because this high was taken out. My next area of entry is going to be this high at 143, 323. All right, see the market push. Okay, it came up there. Okay, it came up to 323 for 3 minutes. Do we have that 3 minutes? Yep, 1, 2, 3. See that? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that when you enter a trade, okay, when you're looking, even though we're in a buyer's market because of the fact that it's pushing up so high, we could take sells. So we caught the sells off of that, right? We caught the sell. We caught the 3 minute sell off of that beautifully. Okay, it didn't come back. Now we caught a sell off of this. Now it broke through. once it broke the previous high, what are we looking for, guys? Once we got a break based off of break and retest, what are we looking for now? We know the euro is stronger than the Japanese yen. It has been all day. What are we looking for? We look for buys. Correct. John, where would our entry for a buy would be? Where will our entry for the buy would be? Remember, it broke this high here. This high was taken out right here. It came back down. We could have caught a buy right here and take it back up. All right, we could have bought it up from here. 143, 251. We could have bought it back up. 251 would have been our entry. We're going to 1 minute. Boom, our entry would have been there. It would have been right here. We took the sell. Okay, we took the sell. It came back. It kind of played around. Let's see here. Enter 1, 2, 3. This would have been a close trade. 4, 5, 6. Definitely would have cleared it with a one rollover. Or for 5 minute trade, you would enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minute would have cleared it right there. You see, kind of play around that 250 area, and boom, it shot right up. All right. So now our next candle, we're gonna be looking for buys. Right? We're gonna be looking for buys. Let's see if he gives us a buying opportunity. Boom, right there. 323 came down, shot down. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute trade clear. All right, trade clear. So with this here, with just the break and the retest, you end up going 2-1. All right, you're 2-1 now. All right, 2-1. It came down. It broke the high. Remember, it doesn't work like this all the time. All right, now our previous high is gonna be up here. Our new high now is gonna be here. All right, boom. That's our new high. All right, our new high is right there. It came back to that 250 area again. It rejected and it pushed up. Okay, if the market does come back here to 482, we're gonna be looking for sells. All right, you see how it's consolidating? Where is the market consolidating right now? It's consolidating off the high that it took out and the new high that it created. So now this resistance becomes support and we got a new resistance now. So what the market is doing, we buy here, we buy here, we buy here. Guys, imagine going 4-1 if your trading plan is to take 5 trades a day. Imagine going 4-1. All right, 4-1 is phenomenal. 3-2 is good, or even even three and three. You basically at break even. So it's all about your understanding of the market. It's all about you understand that okay, I know what support is, I know what resistance is, I know what trend line is. All right, the basics will work. The who said the basic doesn't work? The basics does work. Support, resistance, and trend line. But can you imagine once you understand what all of these gaps are, how you would have a more broader and clearer understanding of the market when you understand that okay, all right, I understand what's happening here. Perfect example. All right, can somebody tell me why did the market reacted here? Why did this candle reacted here and drop to the downside? Why did we got a reaction here? Why did we have a reaction here? And then like I said, next Monday, once it's everything is next Monday education is gonna be there's gonna be a lot of gems that's gonna be dropping. So hopefully you guys hop on. So we understand support, resistance, and trend line. Now, yeah, we have an OB here. All right. Yep. We got an auto block there. Not only auto block, I know. Then what we have here, we have a gap, right? Where did the market reacted? Let's see. I said I wasn't gonna show this to you guys, but I want you guys to have a little broad understanding as to why the market reacts the way it reacts. So in the 5 minute, it didn't quite give us that entry. Okay, and the 5 minute, it didn't quite give us that entry for the sell. Now, if I would have seen this entry here and I would have called it, I would have canceled it right after because I know that okay, we are in a buyer's market. All right, it came close here and then boom, it pushed up. You see, it rated the whole OB. It rated everything because the euro was about 20 times stronger than the yen. The yen basically has absolutely no value. All right, so we establish our support, we establish our resistance, we establish our trend line. Now let's look at Euro CHF. Now this was Euro CHF I was looking at this morning. Okay, let's look at ECHF. I'm gonna erase this out here, and so we got a high that was created. All right, we're looking at the market. We got this high here. It didn't break that high. Got another high there. Got another high here. This high here. It's off of that. It reacted right off of this area here. Right there. If I was stretch it across, what do you have here? You have an M formation. Does anyone see an M formation here? Yeah, it's a weird looking M actually. Does anyone see an M formation? Up, down, boom, boom. You guys see that? See that information that we got there? So we got the market on eChef. Okay. This was at 10:55, 11 o'clock, 11:10 candle, and push onto the downside. So we got that break, and the market is keeping us, giving us lower lows and lower highs. We got this high here. We got a lower low. We got a lower high. We got a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it didn't quite give us a lower low yet. Okay, it didn't quite give us a lower low. Now we got this area here. All right, I'm gonna mark it up for y'all. We got this low here, this low that it came down. It never took this low out. All right, this low was never taken out. All right, so break and retest. I want you guys to understand this. Break and retest is gonna get you sometimes. All right, break and retest doesn't really work all the time. You probably, if you catch it, if you catch a good trend in market, you will, you could, you could get out some, you could get a 4 or 5 wins off of that if you catch a good trend in market. All right, if you catch a very good trend in market, you could reap the benefits out of it. You really could. All right. Now, for my newbies that I have here, I'm gonna put this out here for you guys. You should focus on 3 pairs in trading. Okay, 3 pairs to trade binary. All right. Secondly, out of those 3 pairs, you want to find a primary pair. Find a primary pair, and then your other 2 is 2 secondary pair. Okay. Then study their movement. Study their movements. Okay. Now, why I said 3 pairs? All right, when you trade in 3 pairs, you're not all over the chart. You're not looking to say, oh man, okay, I got IJ, I got IUSD. It's gonna be tempting. You're gonna want to trade them all. You are gonna want to trade them all. All right, you will want to trade them all, and it's not a good thing. You didn't save it? Oh, it's under your shift. My bad. There it is. All right, 3 pairs to trade. Yeah, I know I spelled trade wrong too. All right, guys, 3 pairs to trade. Which 3 do you recommend? Personally, when I started off, the 3 pairs, I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna put it in put it right here. USD JPY, USD JPY, EUR USD, EUR JPY. All right. Personally, my first pair that I had was UJ. Okay, I understand the movement of UJ. It's not a crazy pair, you know. Oh my god, you guys are killing me. But yeah, USD JPY used to be my primary pair. Euro USD and EUR JPY used to be my secondary pair. Now here's the beauty about these pairs. You will find them at times. Majority of the times, you will find them paying you out 70% or better. Okay, that's one. When you're buying USD JPY is the dollar versus the Japanese yen, majority of the time, you will see when the dollar is buying against the Japanese yen, it's selling against a euro is selling against a dollar because the dollar is so strong, and vice versa. So let's go look at USD JPY right now. This is UJ. All right. This is my markup from UJ. I think. When did I do this markup? Right from last week. Okay. This is UJ right here. You see how UJ was on this uptrend here? If you see, look at UJ, you see where we got a nice uptrend form in there. All right. If we look at EJ, UJ and EJ basically did the same thing. Push up to the upside. If you look at Euro USD, what you have? Euro USD did that push too. But now you got USD JPY pushed up. It's still on an uptrend, but Euro USD pushed up and Euro USD rejecting. Euro USD is dropping now. See that? So EU is dropping. Damn, I got my chart all marked up everywhere. All right. So you see Euro USD is coming to the downside and USD JPY is looking to push for the upside. Okay. Now, based on what I show you guys, where are we looking to buy this market? On UJ. I'm gonna mark it up for y'all. Where are we looking to buy this market? Okay, where are we looking to buy USD JPY? You have to take into consideration their lows, if it's gonna fill wherever you got going on, and those kind of things. Because this is the high, this is the previous high that was taken out. See that retest right there? See, we could wait for when it hit trend line too, but yes. But remember what I told you guys about the previous high? Look at that. You see how it took this high out? This high was taken out right here. Or, for some of us that understand liquidity, liquidity was taken. Boom. But I could get a sell off of it based off of this here, and I see how the market is moving. I put my Bollinger Band. I say, okay, all right, we got prices pushing up to the Bollinger Band. Prices pushing up to the Bollinger Band. Prices pushing up to the Bollinger Band. And for some of us that understand what an order block is and what an imbalance is, boom, sell entries. So for some of us on the experience side that understand institutional style of trading, we would have taken a sell here. I would have called a sell here with a 1.1 trade. It came back to the high. I would have taken another sell there. Boom, it dropped. That was the break candle. That was the retest, and it mooned it. So I would have got 3 trades, okay, from 1150 to, it's not gonna happen back to back. Now you see what the problem is. The problem is that we tend to create a trade when there's no trade. So let's say, for instance, right now, we're looking at USD JPY. We said, okay, this is my high here, but I'm getting impatient. It's not coming up. It came so close. My entry was 451. It came to 447. Damn, I missed it. So now I'm looking. I'm gonna say, okay, all right, this is the low here. I'm gonna buy this. Guys, you don't have enough confirmation here to buy this trade. All right. Yes, it's ranging. You don't have much. Is it gonna be a win? Probably. All right. So you have to look at the win, if it's gonna be a win, if it's gonna be a loss. You gotta think. You have to be 10 steps ahead. You have to understand that, okay, if I take a lesson of this, is it gonna be, is it gonna put my account in a negative? Am I gonna drop 50% of my account in this trade? All right, right there. See right there? It's pushing down. It's what's that entry? 379. It came down to 380. We create a trade when there's no trade. Like I said, yes, we might clear it. We might not clear it. But my optimal entry for this trade is gonna be somewhere around here. All right, I'm gonna wait right here. If it doesn't get there, perfect. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right, I'm fine with that. You have to look at the market. The market is gonna give you patience is what pays. You have patience, you're gonna be awesome. You don't, hate to break it for you, but it's gonna hurt you. All right, so I know I have 4 more minutes with you guys. I'm gonna open up for some questions. If you guys have any questions, drop it there in the chat section.